by Patrick Rothfuss.
Are you videotaping?
Please tell me that you've read Name of the Wind at least.
No.
Christ.
Read the freaking book.
Once upon a time, there was a princess who lived in a marzipan castle. She lived there all alone. Except for Mr. Whiffle, who didn't count because he was only a teddy bear. And the thing under the bed. Mr. Whiffle was the princess's best friend. They spent all their time together and had many fabulous adventures. They found treasure out by the old stump. They defeated they defeated the Black Duke's rebellion at the Battle of Bain Bridge. It was kind of badass, actually. Look at that.
Eye patch.
Victory came at a great price. The princess was sore wounded, and Sir Whiffle was forced to take terrible revenge. Also, really badass. They fought Greenbeard the pirate.
Oh, that's why that looks like that.
Thank you. It needed to be Bill O'Leary. And defeated him. That sounds familiar. Though in the heart of the battle, Mr. Whiffle was nearly drowned. And was only saved due to the princess's quick thinking. But when her daytime adventures were over, the princess always returned to her marzipan castle. After she had dinner and she washed her face, she and Mr. Whiffle went to bed. But they were not alone.
Dun dun dun.
The princess had never seen the thing under the bed because it didn't like the lights. During the daytime, when the sun was out, During the daytime, when the bright sun was out, it hid in the deep shadows under the bed. It even hid at night when the lamps were lit. That's why the princess always kept a candle burning. But some nights, when it was stormy out, there were drafts in her room. This is the part where I make whooshing sounds, and I'm not fucking doing it.
Do it! No, Tony, do it.
Do it, you aproned man. Do it.
I will kick your ass.
Tony.
You will try.
Tony, you love me, please.
And then the thing didn't need to hide anymore.
What? Dun dun dun.
The princess had never heard the thing, but she knew what it was like. It had great wide eyes that could see in the dark, and a great wide mouth for tasting things. It had thin, flat lips, and a wide, flat tongue. Its skin was greenish, grayish, brownish. The princess thought it was prickly like a nettle, or scaly like a fish, or slimy like a frog. But it was actually soft like velvet, so the thing never made any noise at all when it moved. The princess knew it had great big hands with great long fingers, and its long, long arms had an extra elbow, so it could reach out from under the bed. Reach up, then bend to reach the top of the bed, and tickle the princess silly, ending the first. One day, a package arrived for the princess. The princess loved the kitten. She and Mr. Whiffle spent a long time just trying to decide what its name should be. The princess wanted to call him Mr. Mutton Chop because of the way he smelled. Mr. Whiffle wanted to call him Moloch because his pointy, pointy claws. Kitten, also kind of a badass.
Oh, death from above.
The best dive bomb ever. They compromised, calling him M.M., or Emmy for short. But then Emmy got lost. He wasn't in their treasure mine, or in the old cave. Mr. Whiffle suggested they look in the river, but Emmy wasn't there. They knew he couldn't get over the wall. Or past the gate, which, I mean, honestly, that's a small kitten. Cats can get fucking everywhere. They looked everywhere. Quiet, you. But they still hadn't found Emmy by dinner time. That night, the princess couldn't sleep. Thinking about her lost kitten made her tummy hurt. Even worse, her candle was short. and the night was long, and her tummy hurt. Then the princess heard a noise from under the bed. She knew it couldn't be the thing, because it never made any noise except sometimes a soft velvety rustle. The noise sounded familiar to the princess. It was like the sound an animal would make if it wanted to cry out, but it was muffled and quiet. Then the noise stopped, and the princess heard a soft velvety sound, like something was reaching and bending, reaching and bending. Then something wet and warm fell onto her face. Drip, drip, drip. Then Mother Moon came out from behind a cloud, and the princess saw what the thing was holding. Should we stop there? It was ending the second.
No, no,
That was terrible.
no, no, no.
It was a big piece of marzipan! Which was awesome. It was sticky and drippy because the thing had been eating it. He was already friends with Emmy. They had been playing under the bed all day. Sounds like a good fucking day.
Playing with a cat.
Yeah. Emmy had been trying to call out, but he couldn't. He'd been eating marzipan with the thing, and his little kitten mouth was all gummed up. When he tried to, it became. But now they were together again, and now that the princess had met the thing, she wasn't scared anymore.
No.
And so the princess ate them.
Oh.
And now there was nothing left but sticky bones. So she and Whiffle made a fort out of them. And
Oh.
had tea.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That was was there just 3 endings?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened there?
The second one comes out in December.
That was all sorts of creepy.
It was all sorts of awesome, right?
That too.